Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you all have been doing great since we last spoke. I got some cool things to share with you guys today. Today, we have an Ethereum core developer, Danny Ryan, gives an update on Ethereum 2.0 progress. Moneygram launches partnerships with Al Rajhi Bank to transform Saudi Arabia cross-border payments market. And Bloomberg analysts why the Bitcoin price will double to 20,000 in 2020. So these are some pretty big things. I'm also going to show you guys on Travala, you can book your vacations, flights, it seems like with Tron, which is really interesting. I'm not a Tron holder. I'm not the greatest fan of Justin Sun, but I mean, nonetheless, they are getting some pretty good partnerships. They are partnered with Samsung. So, you know, I see a price increase, even though I really have no interest in holding Tron. Let's take a look at all the prices today. So Bitcoin right now is sitting at 9,700. If you look at this graph here, like that's just a really nice bar, right? All these coins that basically barred yesterday. It's funny. It's funny what happens in these markets. Ethereum's at 244, XRP at 20 cents, Bitcoin Cash at 256, Litecoin at 47, Cardano pushing to 9 cents, Tezos at 304, holding above $3, Chainlink still at 444, Stellar at 8 cents. And VeChain is at 0.0068, and we have Theta at 29 cents. I told you guys about Theta a couple days ago, and I accumulated right here in this region, right around in here, and it's been going up since. So I'm in a little bit of profit on Theta. I got in around 25, 26 cents. So I'm happy with that. Definitely happy with that. Crypto Fear and Greed Index off this pump has actually went up to 54. Yesterday we were at 48. So it's just funny how, you know, the littlest pump can get people, you know, get their emotions feeling a lot better. Instead of the usual graph we look at today, I figured I want to look at this one just to kind of show you guys what I'm talking about, where I've been getting a couple messages from you guys, and you guys are like, you know, what do you mean you're looking to accumulate 5,000 or 6,000? So just let me show you something. This is a Heikin-Ashi graph, and I like this because it shows momentum shift. So if we start at the very beginning from the start of the major bull run that happened in 2017, 2018, we can see a major momentum shift of green, and when it hit the top of this trend line, momentum shift down to red, and ultimately it took us all the way down to that new low. Momentum shift of green, hit the top of the trend line, and then we had reverse market momentum down. Market shift to green, didn't quite make the top of the trend line, and a major shift down. And now we've had another market shift up. We're touching the top of the trend line, and 1, 2, 3. Will this be the fourth one? Will this be where we start to get some market shifted downward? And in my opinion, if we do look at this, you guys can see we do have some wicking going on, so we're coming up to test and we just keep getting pushed back down. Come up to test, get pushed back down. So unless if we get above this and then we start using this trend line as support and then we take off, that's what needs to happen if we're going to be bullish right now. We need to get above this and we need to confirm this as support so we can start making new higher highs. As of right now, it looks like we're starting to wick at the top of this. Maybe we'll get another 1 or 2 candles up here, but ultimately I think that eventually buyers are just going to get a little bit exhausted and they're going to come down, and right here at these levels is where the $5,000 to $6,000 levels are. So let's just say we dropped right down today. The bottom of this trend line is sitting right at 5,099 roughly. But so if we hit this in say a couple days, a couple weeks, you know, we're looking at anywhere from 5,000 up to about, you know, 6,000. So that's why I'm looking to accumulate the bottom area of this triangle, and that's my reasoning for it, guys. That's why I'm saying it. That's my ideas I'm having from it. Right now we are at the top, and I don't want to accumulate at the top because every other time we have been at this major historical resistance, we get a momentum shift downward. So I'm looking to accumulate on the momentum shift downward, and that's it. Not a financial advisor, not financial advice. That's just what I'm doing, and that's why I keep repeating that in my videos. If we go over here, again, like I showed you guys before, Tron partnering up with Travala. So as the world slowly opens up again, we are starting to see people travel again. Find a perfect deal and book your hotel with TRX on Travala. Pretty sweet, guys. This is pretty cool. Again, like I said, not the biggest fan of Justin Sun, not the biggest fan of Tron. I don't personally own any Tron, but if Tron's getting partnerships, if Tron's helping to get crypto out there, I'm not mad at all. In fact, I think it's great. And this is just going to have more companies come on and start using some form of crypto, some form of blockchain. I think a win anywhere in the crypto space is a win for us all. It's a win for crypto. It's a win for blockchain when any coin succeeds anywhere. So I think that's pretty awesome that Travala is a pretty big website and now you can pay with cryptocurrencies. I doubt it's going to be just Tron that you can pay with forever. I'm sure eventually there's gonna be many more cryptocurrencies you can pay with. If you guys like this video so far, please go ahead and drop it a like. It helps me a ton with growing the channel. I am a new channel, so I'm trying my best to grow this channel and grow the following as much as I can. We're sitting at 142 subscribers strong, so thank you guys so much. And if you would subscribe, that would be awesome. I make daily cryptocurrency updates, so if you like daily cryptocurrency updates, consider giving the channel a subscribe and hitting that bell so you're notified. Let's start off here with the Ethereum core developer Danny Ryan, and this is going to be a big Ethereum 2.0 update. I've highlighted the main points, I've kind of gotten out all the fluff, so we're going to go ahead and read that. In a publication addressed to the Ethereum community, the Ethereum core developer Danny Ryan gave an update about the current progress from Ethereum 2.0. Ryan is the project coordinator of ETH2 and has had to respond on multiple occasions and platforms about this update. First, he said that the Ethereum 2.0 is an answer to a question that has taken years to answer. Given a certain amount of capital backing a crypto economic system, we can improve security and throughput while still allowing consumer hardware to participate in consensus and follow the chain. In that sense, Ethereum 2.0 is the project that will materialize the answer and the solution to the question by making a transition from a consensus protocol from proof of work to proof of stake POS using shards. Ryan explains that this transition will be done in phases, starting with phase 0, the beacon chain. Ryan confirmed that one of the components of the beacon chain, the deposit contracts, was successfully verified by the company runtime verification. This allowed progress to be made towards the release of further requirements of the upgrade for the launch of phase 0. Phase 0 is to complete the recently launched Topaz and Schlesy testnets. I think that is pronounced Schlesy. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Phase 0 is all about coming to consensus with hundreds of thousands of consensus entities, also known as validators, distributed across thousands of nodes around the world. Due to the technical requirements of distributing subsets of validators across shards in Phase 1+, we need to be able to handle a huge amount of validators. Much of the engineering complexity stems from this requirement. Ryan said they are close to completing the testnet of the clients, but that last stretch will be long. That's why the Ethereum 2.0 coordinator made the following request to users. I ask you during this period before launch to get out of your comfort zone and try multiple clients. To be absolutely clear, if there is more than one viable and secure client, it is your duty to run minority client software to promote a healthy distribution of client software on the network. After we have 2 to 3 clients reliably kicking off successful v0.12 nets and running at high load, we'll do a more public testnet where you will run most of the nodes and validators. The intention here is to create a long-standing multi-client testnet that mimics mainnet as much as possible, where users can reliably practice running nodes and test anything else they want. Ryan said that after phase 0 and 1, there will be phase 1.5, which is the integration of Ethereum mainnet into the new ETH2 consensus mechanism as a shard. Existing as one of the many shards created in phase 1, then phase 2 will be the addition of state and execution on more shards than just the original Ethereum shard. Ethereum 2.0 is designed to handle a minimum of 16,000 validators and, from there, gradually increase this number over the years. This way, the Ethereum network will have an increase in stability and performance that will leave behind the congestion problems it faces today. Very cool, guys. Very cool. So it's like they're on that last stretch, and I think we're going to see Ethereum 2.0 go. I'm glad to see there's progress being made on it. I'm a holder of Ethereum. I believe in the project long term. So I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to see what Ethereum does in the future. I'm also very excited for this Moneygram partnership. I woke up today, and with all the news today, I was just absolutely amazed. So Moneygram launches partnership with Al Rajhi Bank to transform Saudi Arabia cross-border payments market. Keep in mind, guys, MoneyGram just got a offer from Western Union to be bought out, and MoneyGram is also partnered with Ripple XRP, and they're active in corridors right now. So with that in mind, now let's go ahead and dig into this article. MoneyGram International, a global leader in cross-border P2P payments and money transfers, today announced that it has entered into a strategic partnership with Al Rajhi Bank, the largest Islamic bank in the world. Largest. The partnership covers both the digital and walk-in channels and will enable strong customer growth in one of the world's largest remittance markets. MoneyGram Chief Revenue Officer says, over the last few months, we've expanded with new partners in India, Egypt, Pakistan, and the Philippines, to name a few. All of these markets are key recipients of transfers from Saudi Arabia, and consumers will now benefit from this customer-centric integration with Al Rajhi Bank. Saudi Arabia is home to over 11 million immigrants who send about 33.6 billion in remittances, making it the second largest country for outbound flows. MoneyGram will work with Al Rajhi Bank to provide customers with multiple payout services, including cash, account deposit, and digital wallet capabilities. Our alliance with MoneyGram will help our esteemed customers transfer their hard-earned money with ease and convenience to over 200 countries and territories. The rest of this goes on to say about MoneyGram and about Al Rajhi Bank, but we're not going to get into that today. Mainly what I wanted to cover was the partnership that they did, and knowing what we know about MoneyGram, knowing the partnerships they have, the offers that they're getting from other companies. Companies want to buy this out, mainly Western Union. Western Union is the first company to make an offer to try to buy MoneyGram. So something's going on with MoneyGram, and I love that they have a partnership with Ripple, because I just got a feeling that has something to do with it. MoneyGram has something that other people want now. Moving on, Bloomberg analysts why the Bitcoin price will double to 20,000 in 2020. According to senior commodities analyst at Bloomberg, Mike McGlone, the leading cryptocurrency is on track to hit 20,000 by the end of 2020. McGlone explained Bitcoin's price action over the past few months, before and after May's block reward halving, is looking much like the price action in 2K16. Should the historical relationship continue, Bitcoin could hit $20,000. He says Bitcoin is mirroring the 2016 return to its previous peak. Fast forward 4 years, in the second year after the almost 75% decline in 2018, Bitcoin will approach the record high of about $20,000 this year. In our view, it follows 2016's trend. McGlone's optimism boils down to a large confluence of market factors, some of which are as follows. 1. Bitcoin is outperforming the stock market, which may draw more investors into the crypto market. 2. Bitcoin is gaining institutional adoption as evidenced by the CME futures market. 3. Number 3, the number of active Bitcoin addresses is increasing. 4, the halving should have a positive effect on the supply-demand dynamic of the crypto market. McGlone is far from the only individual eyeing 20K. Arthur Hayes, chief executive of BitMEX, explained in the April edition of his newsletter, Crypto Trader Digest, that the asset is on track to set a new all-time high this year. Hayes wrote, "Everyone knows the shift is upon us. That is why central bankers and politicians will throw all of their tools at this problem. And I will reiterate, that is inflationary because more fiat money will chase a flat to declining supply of real goods and labor. There are only 2 things to own during the transition to whatever the new system is, and that is gold and Bitcoin." Guys, I love it. And if you guys have been watching the videos every single day, all of these articles, all these different articles, we are seeing a lot of the same verbiage. And the verbiage that we're seeing the same of that I'd like to point out to you guys here is this. There are only 2 things to own during the transition to whatever the new system is, right? Keep your eyes on the transition and the new system. Okay, there's going to be a new system being brought in. Cryptocurrencies, gold, Bitcoin, XRP, all of these cryptos and some of these precious metals are probably going to be a part of this new system. This was echoed to a T by Dan Moorhead of Pantera Capital, one of the leading crypto and blockchain-centric funds in the world. He explains, as governments increase the quantity of paper money, it takes more pieces of paper money to buy things that have fixed quantities, like stocks and real estate, above where they would settle absent an increase in the amount of money. I think they will do that. The corollary is they'll also inflate the price of other things like gold, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. So, very interesting, guys. We keep hearing talks of a transition. We keep hearing talks of a new system. Just keep your eyes open. If you are also seeing this verbiage being used over and over, let me know in the comments below and let me know what you think. What does this mean to you? What is this transition and what is this new system? I just want to know your opinion. So if you do have an opinion, now's your time. Now's your chance to go ahead and write it in a comment and let me know. And I'd love to read it. I'm going to read all the comments and I always plan on reading all the comments. With that said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I had a ton of fun making it. Again, I make cryptocurrency videos and updates every single day, so if you want to be notified, then make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so YouTube will send you a notification. If you could also like the video, that would support me immensely to help this video get out to more people. When you like the video, YouTube will help me recommend it to more people, so I'll build my audience further. So whatever support you choose to give to the channel, I greatly appreciate. With all that said, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all tomorrow on the next video.